Maker's Destiny here on the last magical Monday of 2020. Oh my gosh, right? We made it. We are here. Okay, so what I wanted to quickly talk to you about for this week is just kind of a check in. Like, how are you doing? How are you doing now that, Christmas is done and all of the things are done for the year? Really just check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How are you being? There's a reason why I'm asking this. See, back home in Hawaii, what we do is we pick up other cultures and we pick up the things that other cultures do that maybe it's not a part of our culture, but we relate to it a lot or we want to see it happen. And so we kind of make it our own little traditions, even though it's not originally from us. And so one of the things that a lot of my friends would do is, coming from the Japanese culture, they would clean everything in the house. And I mean everything, like reline their shelves in the kitchen, wash all the dishes, dust every surface to make sure that all of the, in this sense, 2020 ugh and dust and crap did not get carried over into 2021. Okay, so that's really cool, right? Like, clean up the house, it's awesome. But what I started doing a few years ago is also just to check in, both physically, emotionally, and mentally, because like that's also important, right? We can have our physical space outside of us nice and clean, but if this is not cleaned out, we carry this shit. We carry the bullshit into 2021. We carry it into the next year, the next month, the next week. And that's the stuff that I want you to pay attention to. Okay? So really checking in with yourself, like, how are you doing? 9 months in this pseudo weird kind of quarantine-ish thing going on. Just coming off of like the holidays and all of the things that need to be done for Christmas. How are you doing with your business? How are you doing with work? Like, all of those things, just checking in. Okay? The important piece to this check-in is that you put it on paper. You take it out of yourself and you put it on a sheet of paper and just write all of it down to get it out of your head, get it out of your body, get it onto something outside of yourself. Okay? Then once you're done with that, you can take a look at it. Is there anything that needs to be taken care of? Anything that needs to be wrapped up, closed up, moved on from, let go of? Go ahead and check that list and see what works for you, because this is the big part. This is not about cramming stuff in to make you feel more stressed and more anxious before we close out this year. This is about what can you let go of? What can you forgive yourself for? What can you just be like, you know what? I didn't really want to do it, and be honest with yourself about it and just let it go, because you do not want to take guilt, shame, upset, any of that into 2021. Okay? I'm not saying that that's not going to be there in 2021, but I'm just saying, why even bother taking it in there to add more to the fire, right? Like, leave it in 2020. And you can do this by, again, getting everything that's in your head out, put it on a piece of paper, and just get it out. Get it out. I'm not even saying you have to write it. You can type it for all I care. You can dictate it to your phone, whatever that looks like. But print it out, get it onto a sheet of paper, and then burn it and leave it here. Seriously, leave it behind. You don't need to take this into 2021 with you. All of that can just be left. But you gotta be honest with yourself, and you gotta check in with yourself, and you gotta see where you stand. Because once you do that, you'll know what you can release. You know what you can let go of. Now, some of the things you're going to be like, oh, nope, I don't want to let go of that. Okay, cool. Keep it. Right? But there are some things that you're like, why? Why am I still carrying this? Let that shit go. Burn it. You don't need it. Okay? Forgive yourself. Show yourself grace and compassion. We've not been in a pandemic before. There's a learning curve, right? Some are learning faster than others. Who cares? Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Then, and only then, can you move into 2021 with a clear slate, clear mind, and with a vision that's going to work for you. Not a vision impacted by 2020, right? We got to let that go. Got to let that go. So go ahead. I would love to hear from you. How are you doing from Christmas? What's coming up from you? What questions have I asked that you're like, oh crap, yeah. You might need to like watch this video again and press pause along the way to answer the questions, but these questions will help you get everything that's in your head out and on paper. And then again, let it go. My only recommendation with letting go is to burn it or tear it up and throw it away. Do not flush it down the toilet. Please don't do that. That's just a bigger mess than you're going to want to deal with at the end of 2020, okay? So just know that in advance. But like, what are the things that you can close the door on? You can like lock it with the key and throw the key away and you're like, I never have to look at it again. I am done. You're drawing the line in the sand saying no more. I'm not going to do that. Boom. What are those things? Get it out on paper. Leave it behind. You don't need to carry it into 2021 with yourself, okay? All right. So I guess I can say until next Monday, 2021, the first one of 2021. Peace. Haole makahiki ho, everybody. Bye.